So you've just returned home from a day out shooting and you're ready to clean your gun. You've got your kit together and keep watching. Welcome to the Shotgun channel. Now, of course, we don't use household cleaners to clean our shotgun. The only reason I mention that is for those of you who are actually looking at buying a shotgun or considering buying a shotgun, you're most probably wondering, what do I use to clean the shotgun? Well, those items you definitely don't use. But I'm going to show you now what you do use. And I'm working on the principle of less is more. And the only reason I say that is that you can actually excessively or over clean your gun, which is what happened to me. So I've applied too much gun cleaner into the action, into or behind the firing pins, and that caused an excessive build-up of gunk in there over time, and it actually locked my top barrel. So I had to take it to a gunsmith and cost me $190, and lesson learned. So I don't want that to happen to you. So what I've done, I've just prepared a few items I use for cleaning. Just quickly, I have a multi-gauge cleaning kit here. Oops. And with that, we actually have brushes in there, we have mops in there, cleaning rods. I've already removed the shotgun cleaning rod for that. So then what we also have is Tetragun grease. I'm using that for certain parts of the action where you need to apply grease rather than gun cleaner, just to keep that lubricated. We also have shotgun cleaning oil. This one here from Remington I've been using for quite a while. I find it works really well. Then we've also got the G96 gun treatment oil as well. Both work very well, and for those of our US viewers, those three items are actually from the US and can be purchased there. I do also have this firearm bore cleaner, and this brand is from Helmar. You can use this for pitted bores, or if you have a light build-up of surface rust in there, this cleans it very well, just in case you do. Then we also have cleaning cloth. I buy mine on a roll, more cost effective. You can basically cut them into smaller swatches just by cutting the red line, or you can cut them in a longer length or to whatever length you want. Here's an example here. I just cut it down to a slightly larger piece that I'm going to be using, and also to smaller pieces as well. So that's totally up to you. Then of course, I've assembled my cleaning rod with my brass brush on there, and that'll be swapped over to the mop. So to get started on it, we just take our gun apart, remove the fore end, break the gun open. I'm just starting on the actual barrels. So taking the cleaning rod, I will just give that a few wipes like this in each barrel, going through that, and that will remove any build-up of residue that you may have. The next, just to swap it over using the mop as well. So this will just clean out any residue that you may have. Gives it a good polish basically. There we go, just a little bit like that in each barrel. Then that's done. I could just double check. That looks pretty clean. Absolutely looks very clean. So that's that one done. With your fore end, you don't want to put much gun oil in this at all. It's only just a very light application. Very, very light. Just spray that on and then just wipe that down. I'm just wiping around the area as well. on the fore end itself. That's pretty straightforward. Now, just note that if you use excessive amounts of gun oil, what's going to happen is in either part where you've got, of course, your timber stock, if it seeps in over time, it will actually rot your timber as well. And if it goes into the receiver, you're going to have issues that I actually encountered. So less is more. Apply it to a cleaning cloth. That's another way to go. In this case, I'm just going to do a very light spray on there. There we go. Use these cloths. I have already cleaned this gun, but I'm just going over this again. Normally I would use a toothbrush just to clean out this section here. But in this case, I'm just using the swatches that I've cut, and you can actually just rub down the outside of the receiver end as well. So that's having cleaned that part. Now, I normally leave the outside of the barrels till last because I'm still handling it with my hands, and I'm going to have fingerprints on there, everything. So I'll leave that till last, but I am going to apply the grease, and that'll be to other moving parts, especially on this side here. Take a bit of fluff off there. On this side here and here. And the reason I'm applying that on there and just spreading it with my fingers is because this actually, when you break the gun open and you close it, will actually slide past in there on both sides. And you want to make sure that's well lubricated. You don't want it to dry up. Also, something that happened to me with another gun, it was quite new, I didn't do that, and ultimately I couldn't open the gun at a competition shoot. So I didn't manage to take the gun apart afterwards and do that, but lesson learned was I saw all the scratch marks on there. The other thing is just to give it a very light spray on this end. I'm swiping out with my fingers on the cloth as well. So I've just applied the grease there. The other part, I'll just apply some grease is actually on the ends here, there, and inside. You might see a couple of white spots in there. So I'll just spread that with my finger. So it's all lubricated and ready to go. Right, so having done that, I can then reassemble the gun. I've just got a little bit of fluff on there, let's check that. I've just closed that. The other thing is, when you close this, you can just give it a light spray, wipe it down, because there will be dirt on there or residue from shooting. Again, on this side as well, just lightly apply it, rub it down nicely on the rib as well, underneath, and then we'll just attach the fore end, and we've cleaned the gun, and we can just give it a final wipe over as well, and that's all you need to do. You can do the same on the stock, just give it a light rub so it's all nice and clean. And that is less is more. In other words, not cleaning your gun excessively. And the best principle to use is that after every shoot, you clean your gun. That way at least you know it's ready to go, and if there are any issues, you'll be able to pick up on that after you shoot when you've cleaned the gun. And so you're always ready for the next shoot. And before I actually put it away, I'll break the gun open and I'll just have a look through there just to make sure that in each barrel we don't have any cloths left behind. So there's nothing in there. And you certainly don't want one of these left in the gun. The last thing I'll do is I'll put my snap caps in. Put them in, oops, place the gun, pull the trigger, and the gun is ready to be stored. So that's how I clean my gun. Look, you must probably use different products or different methods. That's great. Please share that for all the rest of us viewers to actually have a look at, have a read. Maybe we can apply some of the same methods that you use or use the same products that you use because you found them to be rather useful and they're actually doing the job really well. So do share that. Please subscribe and like the video so we can bring you more content like this, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching the Shotgun Channel.